Hey there, I'm Jamie Smith, and I want to share a quick demonstration of the the CF Pro Tools Members Area Deep Links add-on, and let me run through what that does and how to install it and how to use it. And so what you'll find is that with a members area, especially if you've got a lot of content, sometimes it's nice to be able to link directly to a specific lesson, especially from like an email if you want to send a follow-up sequence to say, hey, you know, it's day 5, welcome to lesson 5, and link somebody directly to that lesson. The problem is that out of the box, ClickFunnels doesn't support deep linking into a specific lesson. There's just basically members area is just a single page. It just has a single URL. So there's no way to link directly to a lesson from the standard installation. So, but I've created an add-on that allows you to do that, and I'm going to show you how that works, and I'm going to show you how to install it for yourself. So let's take, for example, the CF Pro Tools members area. And so this is the URL for the members area. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that URL there. That gets to the members area. And I'm going to go ahead and close that out. And I'm going to open this up in a new browser window, cleared caches and everything like that. What I can do is actually add on a little hashtag and then the word lesson, and then say I want to go to section 3, lesson 1. And that should be a lesson that the user that you're sending the link to, either from another lesson or from an email or whatever, that they actually have access to that lesson. So lesson section 3, lesson 1. So it's lesson 3-1. That's section 3, lesson 1. So that's the URL that we want to go to. So I just add that little hashtag there, and then I'm going to go hit enter to actually load the page, and it's going to take me to the login page, and which, you know, if I had been logged in already in the browser session that I was opening in, it would just take me directly there and it would load that lesson. But since I wasn't logged in, it's going to log me in, or it's going to take me to the login form. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And now we'll notice that it's going to go ahead and get me logged in, and it's going to load my page, and then it's going to take me to lesson section 3-1, and that is the VIP Club introduction, and lesson 1 is the introduction page. And obviously it looks like I need to update this lesson because there's no details there yet, but they should be there by now. But it is working. It did take me to the appropriate lesson. And if I just were to go back to this page, you'll notice that it loads section 1, lesson 1. And then now I'm logged in. So if I were to do lesson 2-1 and hit enter, there we go. Now it's going to load up, and it's going to take me to lesson 2 section 2, lesson 1, which is the Funnel U, Funnel Hacked. So if I go to section 2, which is free training, and lesson 1 is the Funnel U, Funnel Hacked. So this works on when you're already logged in, or even when you're not already logged in. It lets you log in, it does the redirect. So that is the tool. So this gives you the ability to do what we call deep linking, which links deeper into a specific lesson. And now I'm going to show you how to get this installed. So let's go ahead and actually go in. I'm going to go ahead and pull up. I've already loaded this into the members area. So the code is there, so you can kind of see where the code is out on the page. This one actually has 2 separate files, two separate chunks of code in it, because you're going to load it in 2 different pages. When you have a membership area, you have a membership access page, which is your account creation and your login page. And then there's also the members area page, and that's where all your content lives. So we're going to need 2 different pieces of code, and we're going to go on 2 different pages in order to make this all work. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this code. The first one we want is the file that is called cfmemberaccessdeeplink.html. So that is the top one. This is the CF member access deep link. That is going to get us, this is the member access page. It goes on the member access page. So if I go back in, the member access page is this page here, and it's going to say membership access on it. So all we're going to do here is go ahead and go into edit page. Now I have a bunch of other code, and you may have other CF Pro Tools add-ons on your page as well. So what we're going to do is actually open up the settings, and then the tracking code, and then the footer code, And then I just want to paste this code in. In this case, I already have the code here. It's this code right here. But if you didn't already have it installed, like I do, then we'll go ahead and take this out for now. This is another lockdown by email. So we're going to leave that one in. And we're going to go ahead and paste. Oh, I don't want that. I want the actual code. So I need to copy this code and then bounce back into my area here. And I'm just going to paste that in. And I'm going to go ahead and save that page. And now my code is ready. So the membership page, the login page is set to receive the hashtag, basically stores it in a little local variable for the browser. And then when somebody accesses and logs in, stores that. And then when they land and once they get logged in, then the next page will actually check for that variable and redirect them if it exists. So let's go ahead and exit out of that one. So we've got our first page done. And now we want to go ahead and go grab our code for the second page. And so we want to go ahead and highlight this code. And you may notice this one is called CF member area deeplink.html. This is for the membership area page. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this as well. And then I'm going to go back in. And now I want to go to my actual membership area page. So if I click on CF Pro Tools, it says membership area, and then I need to open an editor. So I'm going to click this button here, and right now this still opens in the old version 1 editor. And take just a second for this to load. There we go, now it's loaded. Now I want to go to settings and then tracking codes. And then this one is going to go into, this one I have set to the top. And so you can see I've already got this code installed at the top. It's this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this chunk out. But you would just basically go into the top and insert, put in a couple line breaks so that you can paste the code into the top of your scripts here. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. And I've got my new code installed there. And this is the one for my deep lessons. And so I'm going to go ahead and save that page, and I'm going to go ahead and exit that, and that's all there is to it. So let's go ahead and run through one more time once this saves. Okay, we're saved there. Awesome. And so now I just want to grab just this URL, and I'm going to go ahead and close out this incognito window. So now I have a fresh browser. I'm going to go ahead and open up a new one, and I'm going to go ahead and paste this in. And now let's say I want to go to lesson 2-1, which is my section 2 lesson 1. That's kind of, so the 2 is the first number is the section number dash, and then the second number is actually the lesson number within that section. So I want to go to section 2 lesson 1, so that's 2-1. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter there. And it's going to take me to my login page. You'll notice that my hashtag stays on that URL. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And then it'll take just a second here. It'll get me logged in. Page will load, and then it will actually load me to that lesson. So I'm now on section 2, lesson 1. Section 2, lesson 1 is my Funnel U funnel hacked. And that's how the membership Deep Links add-on works. Hope this all makes sense. Reach out if you have any questions. Talk to you real soon.